Welcome to the zone where geeks collide, where comics and heroes come alive. Marvel, DC, Starfleet in the mix. Lightsabers flash, we're nerding out quick. Rican's the name of the show. Dive into the worlds you already know. From the big screens to the comic store. Super stories and so much more.
Hey, welcome back again to another Rican. More talks and more thoughts, and God knows what else that we're going to come up with next. I'm your host, I don't know, Inventive Mo.
I and Sam are not the Wonder Twins. We are Stranger Things.
Why'd you do that to
So,
me?
talking about Stranger Things, or something strange in itself, I was looking over this video that came up on the shorts of YouTube. They had talked about the possibility or rumor. Let me put it that as a rumor. It's not real. It's just a rumor. It's speculation. People are talking about. But it was a meme, as Sam pointed out, in 2018, I think it was?
Yes.
Where they wanted Ryan Gosling to be a part of Marvel, and they were talking about all sorts of ideas.
That wasn't why the meme started. The meme started because they were making fun of the fact that anybody could play anybody. So they're like, fine, well, let's cast a white man as Black Panther. And then it was like, and Ryan Gosling was who they used. It was a joke. And then it became reality.
The video I put on said now it can happen.
It's a what?
White Conda.
White Panther.
Not Wakanda.
White Conda.
White Panther.
White Panther. So it came about again only because now there's a possibility that
Snow
we're being
leopard.
true.
So the porn version would be Bite Kanda.
But what?
Ah.
Oh, see, we're gonna get canceled. We're gonna get canceled.
The White Mountain Cat.
The White Mamba or something like that. I'm going to go to hell. I'm going to get canceled now.
So the only reason this video became a little bit relevant was the fact that Marvel Knights
I still think
created,
the best one is Pacific Rim Job.
what's it called, Black Panther, and they had, if I'm not mistaken, a character by the name of, I'm not mistaken, what's his name?
Pacific Rim?
No, not Pacific
Job?
Rim. Katima. Katima was his name in that comic
Not to
book.
cut you off, but why Pacific Rim sounds like a porn?
We just said
Oh,
that.
yes.
It's called Pacific Rim Job.
That's what we said it.
They first drink a Jaeger.
Ed and Yeager.
Wait till you see this video back where we whispered it to each other.
So Kevin Feige did say that he would like to make room for him in
Swallow.
Marvel.
Sure he would.
And I'm like,
I'm sure Kevin Feige would like to make room for him. All right.
Somewhere, right?
well, this one was excited. He said, yeah, because you see he's so buff. He's so buff.
No, I didn't say that.
'cause
I started laughing.
He said, oh, yeah, because he's gotten real buffed and stuff.
First
I said,
of
no,
all-
that was Barbie. He got buff for Barbie.
He got buff for
First of
Barbie.
all,
It was
his
just like,
Ken
give it to
Man.
him.
His name was Feige.
Huh?
His name was Feige,
I did say Feige.
He said Figgy or something like that.
Feige.
which kind of goes with faggy.
But,
Yeah. That's why he could be a character.
So no.
Pacific Rim.
So
job. Again, ever writing along the line of
the way
cancel.
Ryan Gosling would eat this up too. So no. So when he
He's
told
gosling up.
me, he's
Gosling
gosling.
up.
I was crying because I knew the storyline was put out, and I remember that it was like a big controversial thing when it came out. I didn't read it though because I was like, "Ain't no way." I didn't even look to who wrote it, what happened, and I started giggling because I'm like, "All right, let me look up the storyline of this character." So,
Go ahead.
apparently, so when I looked it up, it says that he is the biological child of T'Challa and another woman, a black woman, and I was just
What
like,
did I say
"Ain't
to
no
that?
way!" I made the same face, Charles. I said,
That's
"Ain't
the
no way!"
Same face I made.
I was
like,
hyperventilating. I was laughing so hard, and then I started reading more, and it goes, "Oh, but then it was later revealed in the storyline that he was actually the son of Everett Ross and another woman that had died in childbirth, and because Everett Ross had just faked his death, the baby wasn't safe, so T'Challa raised him.
too
But
black.
the fact that T'Challa tried to pass him off as biologically his own is giving that scene where he's like, whose white baby
whose
is
sperm
that?
they bleached?
Who's-
Hello, they bleached that sperm.
Like, no. That
Sorry.
had me in tears. The fact that they tried to pass him off as biologically
Who had
T'Challa.
Michael Jackson?
He's like, whose goddamn white baby is that? He's not
That's
mine.
like a photo I seen where the news guy was a reporter, and there was 2 white couples there holding the baby, and the reporter's face was like confused, and then the caption says, "So is this your real baby?" And the wife says, "Yeah, why you don't think so?" And then the other picture is showing the gardener, the black guy, going, "What? Not me."
Yo, for real. Yeah, I would have.
Okay, whose baby's really this is?
That Avengers meeting afterwards must have been hysterical because Cap would have been like, okay, supportive. Wolverine would have been in the corner laughing. He'd been like, that baby don't smell like you.
Does not smell African. No.
That baby is not black. Yo,
Does not smell
that.
Wakanda.
This is not.
I don't smell it.
I don't smell Wakandan. No.
Smell Wakanda.
Nah. That,
No.
yeah.
His was, I don't smell
But-
Wakandan, bub.
The funniest part to me, on top of all the funny part, was when I realized who was a part of it. And I'm like, yo, I know for a fact they came into the office and they cocked the gun. They said, "Sorry, Joe, you got to take the L." It was Joe Quesada. I was like,
Joe
no
Quesada, he wouldn't have
way.
done that.
Yo, I was like, yo, Joe, if they held you, blink, please, blink for help. Because the moment I found that out,
do
I was
that,
like,
do
you
that.
know.
Do the finger.
Do the finger thing. Do the finger
Do
thing.
it's this, yeah. You gotta do the safety.
Do the finger
because
thing.
ain't no way they walked they. I feel so bad for him.
And the first indication I got was like, Katima is the name. Who the hell
Katima.
calls that kid Katima?
They could have named him AA Ron.
A-Rod. There you go.
This is
A-Rod.
my son.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be pronounced. It would
Hey.
be Rod.
No,
Rod.
you don't remember that skit?
A Rod.
A-Rod.
He said Rod. He was like,
His name was
"Rod?"
Aaron?
He said,
Aaron?
No,
Aaron.
not Aaron. Don't play with me.
He said,
Your
A.A.
name
Ron.
is A Rod.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Thank you.
Like, your name is A
That
I
Rod.
seen
skit
it.
is so funny. Oh
Hilarious.
man, but yeah, no, that's exactly. I was like, this whole thing is.
Since we're on the Ryan Gosling trip, I heard Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And I've
His
seen
well,
a
his
trailer.
is definite, and his trailer.
Oh, he's gonna be a Star Wars?
A
Yes.
standalone Star
Isn't it
Wars
because
movie.
Isn't his wifey a Star Wars fan? Isn't that why he probably was a part of it? Ava Mendes is a Star Wars fan, I think.
Yeah, Ava.
That's probably why he was like, I gotta do it for my wife, not even for me.
Yeah, well, I just realized that Ewan McGregor
Well, who's it
McGregor,
gonna
huh?
be?
and his wife both have their own separate series on Star Wars. She was the
Who's he married to now?
Ewan McGregor.
That man goes through marriages like sweaters.
No,
All right.
Batman?
the guy.
Hey,
Ewan McGregor.
No,
yeah.
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, he's the guy that played
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan. You
Obi-Wan.
mean Jesus?
Jesus.
Star Wars G. I'm Star Wars Jesus.
The amount of people who have him as their photos of Jesus that their family members don't even really. I've done it to grandma. Grandma has seen a photo of him. You're like, oh man. And I was like, Grandma.
Jesus.
They're always saying a guy with a cloak and a gray beard, Jesus. That's Jesus. But anyway, yeah.
I forgot. Is he a Jedi, or is he playing a Jedi, or is he playing a smuggler?
He's
He's a
playing.
bartender.
He's playing a pilot.
A pilot. Of
He's
course.
playing a pilot. I don't know in what respect. I know they have him in an X-wing.
Okay, in the X-wing, so he's a fighter pilot.
Yeah. Now the question is, what is going to be the name of it? Is this a squadron?
I've
Movie?
heard it. I don't remember the name they gave it, and I know it's for a 26. I don't know it's a 26 release.
Yeah.
Because they have been working on it as part of their lineup of things going forward.
Yeah, they got like
With
a
Ahsoka-
good. They got like a good
Ahsoka's-
16 things coming out of Star
Ahsoka.
Wars.
I'm excited for Ahsoka, the next season of Ahsoka, because this is also gonna bring back the Luke Skywalker that was in
The
Boba
Mandalorian.
Fett and the Mandalorian. He's gonna be in it with her. So I'm like, oh, this is gonna get exciting because they're still going after the Admiral, and there's still a lot of plot lines in regards to a dark force entity that even the Siths are afraid of.
Abeloth, let's go.
Balin
Let's
is
go.
standing on the statue, which is pointing in the direction. That one that was standing and pointing,
so ready for that.
pointing in the direction of where they had buried that Sith demon. So they called it a Sith demon. I remember the lore behind it, and Balin wants to release it. So you're gonna have a whole lot of uh-ohs going on.
This
here.
is what happens when you give Mickey Mouse.
Well, Mickey Mouse already destroyed Doctor Who, so I didn't really.
This is what happens when you let Mickey Mouse read a sci-fi book.
Well, like I said, they already destroyed my favorite thing. So.
But
What
that
do you-
that particular demon that I mentioned was in one of the books of Star
Could you
Wars.
imagine Star Trek?
Star Wars, huh?
I will commit suicide. I will
A
jump off
star-
a building
the
if
sh-
these
the
things get their
Enterprise-
hands on it.
The Enterprise will have the 2 ears on the top.
Watch it now. That same window could be for you. Oh no!
You see
I'd be the first to boycott it.
The space dust.
Yeah.
It'd be
The Tinkerbell thing.
Tinkerbell.
Why would you do that?
Why?
That's
Beam me
so-
up, Scotty.
Click your heels 3 times and we'll put you back on the ship. Oh God, no,
That'll be dope.
no,
That'll be dope. Think about it.
no,
No,
absolutely not.
Little fairy dust, and then it
Yeah.
makes the ear thing like the back in the days, the commercial.
Yeah, and then you got
Oh my God! Now you're watching.
Right.
Disney.
You
Oh
see the
my
spaceship
God!
doing your ear?
They never really do the actual thing properly
And
either when
Goofy.
you're watching.
and Goofy. He would be.
Don't sleep on.
He would be. He would be Spock's version. Oh,
Not logical.
I'll give it all I got.
No, Donald gives Scotty.
yeah, give.
Donald.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Donald should be McCoy.
Yeah.
He's that Jim. They're dead.
That'd
can see it.
That'd be awesome.
That would be
You
awesome,
know what?
but
I'd
no.
pay for that. I'd pay to see that.
I mean, they already have Star Trek cats. Hello.
Yeah, Minnie Mouse would be the.
Minnie
horror.
Uhura.
Minnie Mouse would be horror. No, Minnie. Yeah.
Yeah, Minnie
Yeah.
would be a horror.
Yeah. A horror. A horror.
Yeah.
Damn.
And now you're
Don't you have
watching
more
Disney.
respect for the chick?
A Huda.
Watching the Disney Rim.
The X-rated version of Disney Star Trek. Hello.
Can't. There's so many ways we can go there.
As I said, pushing the boundaries of cancellation. Thank you.
Oh man, that would be awesome.
Continue, because I'm at a loss of words.
No, Disney would destroy everything.
Oh,
though, period.
lordy.
Yeah, that's why Lucas is on the verge of buying him.
Trying to buy it back. Lucas says, you know what? I think I made a mistake.
It took him how long to figure that out?
But I'm saying though, they give him $14.9 billion for it. That's,
Yeah. If he teams up with Elon, he could get it.
yeah,
Elon wants to buy it.
Can we not? Elon needs to stay
I
away.
know.
I don't like Elon.
No one likes
No, but
Elon.
Nobody
the thing
likes
about
Elon.
him is that he'll buy it and let everyone else run it. So he don't really care.
He don't really care. It
Where
could be
how
better.
Disney brought it and they wanted to run it and they made it.
You know
Remember,
this
they
guy.
gave it- and Kathleen, right now, for the good thing, Kathleen Kennedy is out.
Yeah, you know they want this guy wanted to buy Marvel, everything Marvel. Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He was on the verge of buying it.
That was a long time ago.
He was there. Yeah, but he was there. He was right there on the cusp
I
of
mean,
it.
yeah, he's bought people's like full catalogs
There
for
was like
less.
3 or 4 projects
So-
he was buying
Yeah.
before he
Yeah.
Had he
Yeah.
done it, it would be a
That's why they
whole
say,
different Disney.
That's why they say that he didn't pass. They killed him
Because he was buying.
He was
He already
gonna
had
buy
the catalog to Sony.
And he was against a lot of other things politically.
That's why.
I was gonna go into it, but I was like, there's a lot of
The
controversy
best
there.
move he did was buy Eminem stuff.
That,
Oh, yeah.
and no, my favorite thing is when he bought the Beatles collection just to spite this guy and was just like, sorry, Paul, it's just business.
Yes.
Like, yo, I would have been like, you know what? I think I'm gonna get.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You've been bought out.
He
After
did
they
that
said-
Smooth
out of
criminal.
spite.
The girl is mine. So,
Literally.
so is your catalog.
Yo,
Oh,
Dog
damn.
Beetle, man.
You know, we could do this all
and
day.
he did it so nicely
We did this all
too,
day.
which is like the funniest thing. He
You know,
not out of maliciousness, just to prove a
Michael
point.
Jackson, he can do the work. He can be a serial killer and you still like him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just, I had to stab her a couple times.
Yeah.
And it makes sense.
Not guilty.
Like,
Why?
there's
The way
certain-
he sounds, he's like, he don't sound like a killer.
You don't
Yeah.
He
sound like
doesn't.
it,
There's
no.
Not
certain
guilty,
people
Your Honor.
that I'd be
But
like-
why? He dances nice. He's such a sweet boy.
I don't think the dancing is what helps, but I think his nature and how he acts. They'd be like, oh yeah, you
He
know,
couldn't have killed them.
all right,
no.
it happens. You kill a couple
I was
people
a
here and
smooth
there.
criminal. No one can get me.
But he did beat the shit out of Tupac from one story I've heard.
I heard,
Apparently.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently.
He threw hands with Tupac and
Yeah.
bust
People
his
forget,
ass.
yeah.
So I'm thinking, like, what the fuck? Did he, like, toe tap the motherfucker?
Yeah, yeah.
That kick, that's where that
kick.
dance kick came
That-
from.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he beat the crap out. He beat the crap out of him. I
I'm
heard.
telling you, man. I was like, what? I was like, no.
But I mean, it's
Michael?
like it's like they say he
I
grew up
believe
with
it.
5
I
brothers.
believe it. He probably just like did this
So-
to his hat and said, it's on.
His family were abusive too. Like,
Listen,
yeah, there's hands
his
thrown.
dad
I
was not
believe
only
it.
beating him, but he was showing him.
I'm
No.
just showing him,
No.
man.
Yeah, he learned that right hook probably real
Yeah.
real quick.
That's why
dodging.
Dodging and
Yeah, ducking and diving.
You
Probably
got
that's
five
what
other
got him.
brothers, of course. One of them had to be a fighter, or all the others.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining him.
So is that song "Beat It" for Tupac?
No. That's a good one. Nah, I'm just imagining him like ducking and be like, come on, I know you can get it. Come on.
And then every time you miss, smooth criminal. And when he actually got hit, ow!
Oh yeah, we're definitely getting canceled.
Oh.
It's like, Tito, help me.
Jermaine, why are you just standing there?
Why'd you remind me of
Jermaine.
that audio where he was like, oh, you, when they're talking
Janet's
about
doing all the
MJ,
fighting.
he's like, you gathered all these people to create this like amazing song, and LaToya. Oh man. Oh yeah, no.
All right, we're gonna get off Michael because that's my favorite guy. I love the man even after death.
Yes.
He was an amazing guy.
He left an incredible legacy, to say the least. To say the least.
I mean, they say he was, in terms of popularity, after Jesus.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
Michael.
he was
Literally, 90% of like BTS's whole thing is because of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Too. So it's like, and they mentioned that in his documentary / movie thingy. So we love him.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing now with music or dancing that didn't come from him.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, as far as Disney
Or
is
if it comes from
concerned-
him, people don't recognize.
Imagine him as a Jedi.
Oh my God.
Nah, he'd have been a Sith. He would have, if he had gone, he probably would have made himself a Sith.
Yeah.
Just to been like, I'm gonna play bad guy.
Yeah, he would-
I'll be
he would have
bad.
done the moonwalk and
He's like, today I'm gonna be a
telling
bad
Darth
guy.
Vader, you missed.
Yeah.
That's exactly why.
While he's doing the moonwalk, you missed.
Every time he's doing his little thingy, he's like moving.
Michael, I am your father. No, you're not.
We are going to get so overrun by hate mail.
He would have resurrected Jar Jar.
I'm not going to apologize. This is too
hell no.
funny.
Oh man.
I would have been getting dizzy because the lightsaber would have been going back and forth while he's doing the finger thing. Ding, 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 ding. Michael, leave the damn thing alone.
But I love the lightsaber.
Right?
But I love the lightsaber. Look, I can make it long and short.
Look, I can make a light show. Yeah, we're
That's
gonna
why
keep
he
going.
would've done.
We're
He
gonna
would've
stop.
done the show.
Look, you
Oh,
can see
man.
me and the lightsaber.
So, you're
at-
reading the hate mail. Fuck it.
like-
Sorry,
he's
I'm
like-
saying it the second time.
he's like-
You're reading the hate mail.
He's like, look, you can see me and the lightsaber in the dark. Couldn't
I'm
do
gonna
that.
stop,
Couldn't
'cause
do that 15 years ago.
Oh man, I'm gonna.
And on other news. No.
Is there any other news?
Well, I was going to start talking about movies
Ah.
that are coming out in 26.
Yes.
But these are like,
2006.
these are sci-fi films that are not like the big promotion movies, but some that I've seen the trailers to that I've written down like 8 that I say, okay, this is interesting. I'm interested in watching. The first one on the list is Xeno.
Oh, that's the one I told you. I literally wrote a similar story to that years ago.
Xena the Queen.
Xeno.
Xenomorph.
So it has to
Xenomorph.
deal with an alien.
Xenomorph is
crashes.
literally what it is. Yeah.
A young girl finds the creature, but then makes a connection with it. A very kind of human alien connection that it looks like a dog, but it's
No,
not. It's a
it's
creature.
E.T., but imagine if E.T. was a xenomorph.
Yeah.
Because it looks terrifying,
It
but
does.
the creature's actually
But it has
kind or
it
whatever.
has
The girl gets a
And the army's
Yeah.
after.
I literally
after
wrote
it.
something like that years,
So you have one of those stories.
maybe 15, when I was 15 or 16,
the
I
girl-
wrote something
the only
similar to
reason
that.
The girl got a connection with because she thought she could change him.
Well, no, this is like, this thing looks like, no, I'm
He's
not
mean,
lying
but I
when
can
I
make
say,
him soft.
it looks like the
I can
alien.
change
It looks like an alien xenomorph, and it's called Xeno. But
So-
it's terrifying to look at, but it's an actual gentle creature. That's why I love, when I wrote the story, I was like 15, 16, the
So it's
concept
like a
was,
Beauty and the Beast thing.
well, also, when I wrote it, my version was to flip ahead on the whole alien coming to Earth and being friends with humans, but the aliens look very cuddly and kind and are very like easily to like sell. And I was like, yo, why don't we have like an actual like alien, like a terrifying alien come to Earth? And it turns out it's a good alien. It's not actually here to hurt because it physically looks so terrifying. Our automatic nature of like, nah, this is something that's gonna try to kill me. In actuality, it's like, no, it's just as vulnerable as you are.
But it's a nice film. It has some action in it and very sweet moments.
It hasn't come out yet,
And
so
funny.
it's just a trailer he's talking
So,
about.
and the trailer in itself was interesting. But then, like any other trailer, sometimes you get the best part, and then you watch the movie and you go, "What the hell am I doing here for this much time?"
Yeah.
But I got a feeling with this one, it's not going to be one of those things. The
Say
second
that
one,
now.
I know. I say that now, so I could be wrong. Next on this list is is a movie called In
Speak,
Vitro.
because he's gonna keep talking.
In Vitro. Yes. In
Another
Vitro.
porn.
Another. Oh, yeah. Well.
In vitro
something called
definitely
that.
has something to do with pregnancy. I don't think
I
I've
was
seen
gonna
that.
say,
Well, no. What
Yeah.
it does is that
In
a
vitro.
farmer, it's another sci-fi film where a
In
farmer
vitro.
is using a process
In
to
vitro.
create an in vitro process.
In
And
vitro.
it cre-
Mama,
In el vitro.
What was that?
In el vitro.
No.
I
the
said it 2 times,
Darth
nobody
Vader?
listened.
Darth
No,
Vader?
but he said it, and he's like,
Wait. That's why I said it again. Might as well go with
Was
it.
that Darth Vader? What's a mama bicho? There's a video I showed him when they did the speaking on Fortnite. They had Darth Vader, and so people were speaking to this. And at one point, there was a guy who had the video, and he made
Your
Darth
father's
Vader.
turning red.
Because the video is hysterical. The video has Darth Vader going, "What's a mama bicho?" Because the guy said it.
Your father's turning red. Yeah, I've never seen him turn red in a long time.
Oh.
He loves that video. That video is so fucking.
I do love that video. I was like, he said what?
I'll find it and I'll show it to
I
you.
lost it after
I
that.
can imagine breathing
I
it in.
lost it. So they're breeding
What is the
what either is creatures or whatever, but they're trying to extend their their livestock.
trying to extend a lifestyle.
Oh man.
Right.
That must be a B sci-fi movie.
Another one's up your alley from like your book from like when, the day we made contact. So it's another alien type of either invasion or abduction. It's called Watch the Skies. So that's another one that has to deal with alien abduction or alien invasion. It's one of the two. Again, you get a minute to just look at it and I go,
You ever watched the series Falling Skies?
I did watch a couple of episodes
Good
of that.
show. I'm still trying to get him to watch Midnight Mass.
Yeah, I haven't got to that yet. I got so
You haven't? It's 7 episodes. It's a miniseries, and it's one of the greatest miniseries I've ever had the pleasure to watch.
Sci-fi horror.
wait.
Sci-fi, well, It's
Anything
vampires,
Midnight at
and it's also
Mass.
sci-fi.
She
as well.
said the same thing
Yeah.
of the Batman. If this was a miniseries, it would be fabulous.
I agree.
But
I
wait, you
stand by
take the
what I
same
said.
thing,
No,
you
no.
make it into a movie.
I
said,
stand by what
Garbage.
I said.
She
First
went
of
like
all,
that.
I said exactly what I'm about to say right now. I said the movie, garbage. As a Batman movie, garbage. Had it been a 3-part miniseries, it would have been the best Batman live action feature I've ever
Same
seen.
film.
Because I turned to
Which
him.
Batman?
The Matt Reeves one that came out.
Yeah,
Whatever.
the Batman. I am vengeance.
Because literally, at one point I turned to him. I was like, "Yo, how much more of this movie do we have? Because they've already we're in Act 3. They've already gotten the bad guys or whatever. We still had a whole hour and some change left. What else was about to happen?" I was like, that's a whole episode. Why is it? It felt like 3 episodes put together instead of a movie.
I gave her a time limit. I said, if you
He said
watch
2
the first-
hours.
I said, watch the first 5 minutes. If you don't like it, I'll kill it. She said,
I didn't like it. I stayed because you
She
didn't turn
didn't
it
say-
off.
she didn't-
And then I
no.
kept
She was
talking
invested.
crap.
she was supposed to
She was
tell me.
invested.
I kept talking crap.
She got vested because I watched it. She's like,
I was reading fan fiction at the time, and I was just sitting there back, and every time I would catch my eye, I'm like, "Yo, what is going on?" And I literally did the same thing with Superman. I walked away for about an hour, came back, what I thought was the finale. They caught the Penguin, they caught this dude, and then it was like, no, there's still a whole hour and some change. I'm like, what else is there? And then they had a whole separate storyline with Enigma, and I was like, this is so dumb. This is like the dumbest movie I've ever seen.
There's a movie like
but
that.
that same movie as a miniseries broken up.
Would
into
have been
miniseries-
the best Batman live action I've ever seen in my life.
as a miniseries.
The Lord of the Rings did that. The Lord of the Rings gave us an ending, but then it continued.
Because it
after
kept
that.
going, kept going, kept going.
And it was
didn't
good.
stop.
I loved it. It was good. I love Lord of the Rings, but I thought it ended there, and then it just kept going after the kids bowed. What?
Yeah, because they had a whole bunch of storylines that they had to close out. But yeah, I stand by what I said.
Now, number 4 on this list has Linda Hamilton in it, who was also in the final series or final season of Stranger Things, which her character there is like, I loved her character, she's badass. So she's here, has a Russian accent. And it took me a while, like when she had her head covered, and it's like, oh, Linda Hamilton. So I guess she's building back her career again from Terminator to this and now other
What do
stuff.
you mean building back a career?
So-
Her career has never ended.
But she hasn't
Put
come
some
up and stuff.
respect on her name.
Excuse me. For someone who hasn't been around long with
Surrounded
tits.
by men.
So the movie is called Osiris. So
Osiri?
again, another abduction where soldiers now this time, mostly SEALs, are abducted into an alien ship, and then I guess
Anal
they're
probe?
captured for either the purpose
They're
of
probed?
sales. No, the SEALs are captured to become slaves.
Why is he naming all these pornos?
I know. It's called Osiris.
I will turn
That's why it's called
everything.
Osiris.
Being a part of fandom has
They
made that
take-
an art skill, by the
They take a
way.
bunch of men to space and breed them.
Freakish.
Hey, there's a fanfic on that, I bet.
Steven Spielberg is coming out with a sci-fi.
It's called Disclosure. Yes, we were talking about that the other day.
I want to
gonna be
know.
crazy.
I want to know more about that.
It's supposed to be like disclosure, like the disclosing of aliens and stuff like that. Of course, there's
Yeah.
conspiracy theories saying that this movie is gonna usher in actual
sci-fis
disclosure.
he did. I know he did like E.T. and
I wish he would.
No,
go
but
to
this
the
one
beach.
is a documentary.
Ah,
He
touch
did.
it.
He
Wait,
did a
wait.
mini
But this one's a
like
documentary.
video
Yeah, the
with
Coke
yeah.
commercial.
based on truth,
Coke,
based on
Benito.
facts of what was already brought out, and they're either unredacted, and he's showing what the unredacted version is, or just doing a chronicle of events with alien abductions,
It's a
alien
movie.
sightings.
It's not a documentary.
No, it says it's a documentary.
No, it's a mock. It's not even a movie. It's a mockumentary. It's not. It's a movie.
What?
They,
Not
they,
a
left,
real
they left out the mock,
disclosure.
they just left the D. The
All the
docu.
actors are
And they
that are
can't
in
do
it. You
ET
see.
right
Now I have more
They do
reason to look
ET,
at
what
it.
is it? An American trying to get an alien out of the city.
That's our omnipotent.
That's crazy.
I mean,
We gotta get them before they grab them.
What was the one we were listening to online when they called in for the $3,000?
oh yeah, because
I'm
they're
at the
giving
airport,
people.
just come here,
They're
yeah.
telling people they're giving them $3,000 to self-report. That they'll buy you a ticket and give you $3,000 to go home.
Now my favorite one is, I don't know where these people are gonna come. They better not come to my house because my mother-in-law is here and she lives in blah blah blah, and she don't be home until 6. If you want to come and get come and get her ass. You get the address, the time that she be home. and
That's crazy.
That's like the real life interview of a Mexican holding a big ass TV during the Rodney riots. So he's holding a big ass TV doing interviews, and they ask him, so this, and that. And he's like, yeah. And he's holding TV. I know, because it's like, what's his name? Carlos Mencia says, how the hell do you do an interview while holding evidence? And they have him, he's smiling, he's on the big ass TV, and say, put it down, stupid.
Yeah, they do.
They do that.
To think we were there for the Rodney incident.
Oh, God. Oh, what about Abu Duwima? You know what? Forget that. I don't want to remember that one again. That makes my ass twitch
Yes.
when I think about that one.
Well, was
Another porno.
Another porno that I don't want to think about. So the next one on the list is called
Dead
The
dove do not
Occupant.
eat.
The Occupant, in which
The
it's a
occupant
body
or
swap.
occupant.
Occupant. Whereas I can think of a body
another
switch.
alien?
It's
Sounds like an alien
it
type.
does.
They're
It's a
all-
body switch type film.
body snatchers.
Something like that. And
Oh
I
my
was
God,
like,
they gotta make that one again.
But
No, they
Invasion
don't.
of the Body Snatchers.
They messed up the remake.
I don't think that's a movie that translates well.
Yeah.
The Body Snatchers?
Yeah, the story is great, but it's not
story-
something that translates very well.
That's ice again.
now the other one, I
The yellow people?
sounds
That's
that
what
has
the-
promise. Dystopian future, and it's called
we're living
40
now?
Acres. 40 Acres.
So reality.
So it's a dystopian future where a black family has a farm, but they have closed it off because on the other
All
side
right,
there
I
are
know
people
what
trying
you're
to break
talking
in.
about. Yeah.
So, but they stick together and they work together trying to maintain their farm because maintaining the farm means they stay
Are these
alive.
B
But you
movies?
got people on the
No, these
outside.
are regular
These are B
movies.
movies?
These are
No, these are
aliens.
movies.
These
that
are
coming out.
movies,
Yeah.
but they
Wow.
haven't been given like that kind of like that.
The-
You know,
the
every
green-
other commercial, boom, this comes up like with
Yeah.
with Avengers Endgame. Now you have like 4 trailers. I think it's 4. It says there's
Hasn't
Captain
been on
America,
TV though.
there's Thor, there's the X-Men, and I think there's one
They've
with
released
Charles.
it online though.
Yeah,
Online.
they're releasing it online.
They're gonna wait till after the Super Bowl to release them on TV.
Probably. Like I'll probably put all 4
Yeah.
on the
But-
Super Bowl.
But those are the ones that are
And then after that,
pushing
we're gonna
that kind
see
of
it.
advertising. Where this one is not so much pushing of the advertising, because I found it by just clicking on YouTube and looking at the latest, whatever the latest sci-fi releases for 26.
Yeah.
Then I started marking them down. It was like I marked down the ones that I thought were interesting. I'm pretty sure there's 1 or 2 in here that I'm like, but at the time,
maybe all of them.
the pieces look interesting, but maybe the film as a whole could be caca, for all I know. But The Occupant, 40 Acres was one of them that, to me, it's almost like The Walking Dead, but without dead. It's actual people on the other side who are stealing from other people, and they'll do whatever it takes to steal. They'll kill people for it.
You know what I wish they did? And it's a comic book. It's a graphic novel. The Last Kids on Earth.
The Last Kids on Earth?
Or The Last Kid on Earth.
Sounds like that Trek episode with all the kids. When they went on the
Nah,
planet,
but
the
this kid-
adults are dead, but the kids are still there.
Oh
This-
yeah, once they hit,
yeah, yeah.
was
That's
it?
right,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. But this kid goes out on
hate that
adventures
episode.
and
So
comes
creepy.
up with creatures. and-
So no,
It's
that
dope.
episode of Star
It's
Trek I think is
dope.
handled like the grossest episode I've ever seen. Like
Another one I
it
wish they
weirds
do.
me out.
Bone.
What?
Bone.
Bone is really good. I
Bone.
thought you were talking
I
about
think-
Why the Last Man was what I was thinking
Which
about.
one with Jim whatever.
Jeff Smith.
I don't know. They should.
Bone. Yeah, I think that would be a great movie for both adults and kids.
Depends, I think. There's
I'm
a lot
trying to
of.
think of it, but I don't know. Because it was good already. You know what I mean? I'm like, it depends on who's directing it now. Because they might mess it up.
No, there's a comic book. It never was a movie
Yeah.
before.
Bone.
Oh, I'm thinking of the martial arts movie Bones.
No,
with
no.
The Moreno. what's
No,
the
no,
name?
no, no. It's a comic.
Oh, you're talking about
No.
comic. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've never read the kids one. But the moment you were like, oh, the last kids, I thought of Why the Last Man. I'm like,
That-
oh,
that
but
book
I
is
think
good,
they
too.
did a live action or attempted to make a live action, and I don't think it really went anywhere.
The Why the
but
Last Man.
Brian K. Vaughan, anything he writes or touches is always going to be phenomenal. But yeah, that would be really good. Yeah, there's a lot of different.
Yeah, 2026 is going. Looks like it's.
Wicked and the
be-
Divine.
It's going to be a
would
movie.
be a really good live
we always say
action.
every year is going to be a movie year, but this year in particular, with so many of the big name releases and all the stuff they have
What do
lined
you
up
think
coming
about
out,
it? Like, Avengers
it's
is
huge.
supposed to come out.
No, 27. Avengers.
it's
Avengers.
27?
It says 27. It could be 26.
Doomsday, I thought it was 26.
No, 20 in year 27 is supposed to come out Doomsday. Then year 28 or year 28 or 29 should be what do you call it? Damn, Avengers
Well, hopefully.
War World. Not War World. That's DC.
Avengers
Secret
Waterworld?
Wars. Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Because they're filming.
lots.
They're
I heard there's-
Wachowski brothers film straight
Spider-Man's
across.
Yeah, but I heard there's one coming out. I think
That's Spider-Man, brand new date.
no, the 28th of the Christmas
Right, that's what I
season
thought I
Christmas
heard.
too.
of December.
Doomsday.
Yeah, Doomsday.
Doomsday was
Yeah.
supposed to
Christmas of 26.
Yeah.
I read 27. I could be wrong. But if
That's
that's the
what I was
case,
saying,
it's going to be 2 years for the next one. But they have the
come out.
smart.
Spider-Man 4, right?
Yeah, Spider-Man 4 is supposed to be
Spider-Man
coming
4
out
is in July, I think.
July.
in July. That's a definite coming out. But what the Wachowski are best known for is they film all the way through. So they film Doomsday, and then they film.
Like what they did the last time.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did, Infinity War and then Endgame. So be Doomsday and then Secret Wars, and that's
It's
going to
the
be done.
effects that take so long.
Yeah, that's what's taking so long.
I think everybody should die in those movies. That'd be great.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this
Murder.
it was a pleasure.
We'll be right back.
No, we won't.
We're ending. Bye.
Hey, we're back again. Lou unfortunately had to not run, but roll out, bro.
Roll out.
One day we'll show you the transformation from wheelchair to car. But
It's like a transformer. He goes,
It is a transform, bro. I'm serious. It's like, it's amazing. I just sat there and I'm like going, Optimus Prime.
He gives Decepticon.
He did. He gives. He does give some Decepticon vibes at times, and other times he thinks he's an Autobot or Bumblebee. But either way, we're back, and he had to take off, so we're just gonna take over from there. In the next film, this one is a higher budget film that I wanted to talk about, was Godzilla X Kong Supernova. Now,
That sounds like a porn too. They're Godzilla X Kong.
Supernova. Well, oh yeah. See, even when he's not here, still this one wants to get us canceled.
I have to keep the spirit alive.
Of course you do. But it's interesting. One interesting aspect of it is that it has. I mean, no spoiler alert here. It has to deal with Space Godzilla. If anyone who were fans of it from the '96 film know that this is a version of Godzilla, but from space. That was his DNA gets mixed up with all sorts of cosmic energy, and then he has crystalline energy absorbers on his shoulders, and then the rest is still Godzilla. But the thing is, I didn't know that when it came to these films here that they're doing, that the more of the MonsterVerse from the old Japanese films, the more money they have to give to Toho for it. Like, some of the other monsters were real. Tiamat, never seen it. Well, kind of seen it, but not exactly the same monster on Toho's side, with the exception of Godzilla and Kong, which have to be. So they pay for whatever using their likenesses in their films. But as Space Godzilla is concerned, they might go with something different, and they had an idea called a Griffin, and they're saying that it might most likely be that, because there are scenes that they're filming out in Utah, and the origin of that creature that they had done a put burial or bringing it back was origins from that, and this creature particularly absorbs DNA from other kaijus to then add it as his own. So, to me, I'm excited about it because I'm a big fan, of course, kaiju films across. And while it's sort of semi-commercialized in a way, but it's kind of fun at the same time. From like the last one I watched was with X-Con. What is it? Where was it? Godzilla X-Con.
I'm not gonna know.
And
any
it had
of
to deal.
this.
And it had to deal with. Had to deal
I've not
with the
watched any
apes.
of these movies. I've only seen the first two Godzilla ones, and I refuse to watch anything else.
Did you like the first two?
Hell yeah, I love the first two. They were so good.
The old one?
No, the new one. That was the first time that they actually made good American Godzilla movies, and I was like
Yes.
I was all for it. And then they did Godzilla vs. Kong, and I tried. I really did. I didn't particularly like Skull Island either. I thought it was really boring. I only watched it.
Wow.
I only watched it for Tom Hiddleston, so I was like literally
That's why.
only reason why I watched
Hiddleston.
it. And I was like, it was okay. No, I've seen movies for less reasons and fallen in love with them for others. So that's
But
whatever.
you still watched it for Hiddleston.
I watched it for him. So, but it was alright. It was alright. It was okay. And then they did the Godzilla vs. Kong, and I was like, yeah, no, this is not.
But it was
Equative.
eventuality anyway. They did
Yeah,
it in
but
the
it's
60s.
not equative. I don't care the
bring it.
eventuality. I don't care how good you think the writing is, because I've read a lot of reviews and people I know who have watched it.
They don't like it.
They don't like it. They're like,
They
this
don't
is
like
bad.
it.
It doesn't make sense. It just, yeah.
There's
I
not supposed to
tried.
be so much wording in it anyway.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
just two monsters.
And that's
Yeah,
fine.
getting it
But
on.
there's no real fight between Godzilla and King Kong.
Not
Nah.
even in the real one. In the
original one too, there's no fight. There's no real fight there, so you cannot convince me. That's why when I was watching the movie and I'm like, this is doing a horrible job of trying to convince me that Kong is stronger than what he is perceptually. No. I immediately just was like, yeah, I'm not watching any movies after this. I'm good.
And they used in both films a whole electricity when it came to Kong. Like the first one in the 60s, the electricity hit him, and then he got up and he was stronger, and then he had the ability to shoot out electricity
Okay,
through
that's
his
fine.
hands.
That's
No,
electricity.
I'm not done.
What
not
is
done.
Godzilla? Shoot out?
Not done. And then they did the same thing again for Godzilla versus Kong, but the purpose was different. He didn't have any electricity. He just needed his heart restarted, and then get back up and get back
pacemaker?
in the fight with him facing
You
off
need a
Mechagodzilla.
pacemaker? Because
Yeah.
that's what Kong needs, is a freaking pacemaker.
That was
Nah.
done in the 70s, what was it, 80s or 90s? Like the 77
But
version of
is
Kong.
like a mutant of a gorilla. Like he's a real
Yeah,
animal.
I understand the
Versus
concept.
Godzilla, they don't know if he's really an alien or
Well,
like,
and that's something that in the Japanese we don't really know fully either. Like if he is actually organic, because if they've changed the origin story so many times, is he organic? Is he alien?
That's
Is
why I
he?
didn't like
But
him
the
as
one-
Is he
one.
made?
That
Was he made? Was he created? Like it's always changed thematically from
always-
story to story.
They try to make it look like
She'll
he was
agree with
Komodo
this part
dragon.
that she'll
Yeah,
agree with
Shin-
you.
In
Yeah.
Shin Godzilla, he was a shark
Yeah,
that got
that's right.
I forgot what it's called, like a something shark
Mm-hmm.
that got changed and stuff like that. But either way, regardless of the fact, like
But he kept, see, that was the one movie that he was evolving each and every time. So got exposed, he came out, he was scoring around. Now, they did have a chance, they could have killed him in his weakest form, but they didn't. Then when he's on full, you
Yeah.
know, all four, standing up, they tried and it's like, nothing. It wasn't
that was
until
a
the
horror
American
movie,
bombs
though.
hit him
Yeah.
that it hurt. And that's when he then all of a sudden, because able to shoot from his dorsal fin, like, I didn't know he could do that. And then his tail, I didn't know he could do that too. And then when he opened his mouth and used his atomic breath for the first time, it was like, wait a second, flame, cut, and then a straight line, and he just cut
that's why he's
everything
the
in half.
apex predator. Like he.
But then he evolved again when he came up with the idea of using
That's why
a
I
kind
said
of liquid
Godzilla.
hydrogen to freeze him. But they didn't notice at the end, you see that his tail was already spurting out human-sized versions of himself, arms and legs.
Yeah.
So he was evolving
Those
yet again. So it was one of those that we both agreed that it's more of a horror film than it is a
But
kaiju
again,
film.
do you still apply? And this is again when it comes to these kaiju films, does that apply to all the other Godzillas? No, it's just Shin Godzilla. So that's the
just
thing
Shin.
with Godzilla as a concept and Kong as a concept. Godzilla, I believe, yes, if another like alien entity came down, could potentially fight it. But you're telling me that this alien entity, or if not organic entity, that is evolving to the point of being able to create its own hydrogen blast and create its own like destructive energy, is gonna fight a giant monkey and potentially lose.
Well, the
Thank you.
combination of both.
I don't give a crap.
Godzilla was
I
ripping.
don't give a crap. Mighty Joe Young probably has a better chance beating Godzilla than Kong does, okay? All right?
He's smaller.
Mighty Joe Young. I will put my money on him quicker than I would on Kong, okay? Ain't no way.
Godzilla's baby can probably
No
beat
way.
up Kong. And he throws little smoke rings. The little smoke rings.
The little rings.
What is his name?
His offspring. But also, and
But
that's
was it really his offspring?
it's his offspring. He's
It
an ace. It's
depends
supposed to be
on the story
Right,
because
that's
some
what
it's
I'm
just the offspring, some it's like it's part of like other like beings that were there as well.
'Cause
Well-
they made it seem like he was just.
Well, they made
the
him like-
Mother Nature of him took.
no. They made him an asexual creature that he can reproduce himself.
No, they didn't make him
And
anything.
two versions.
Lizards are asexual.
Yeah.
So two versions of the Godzilla from way in the 60s had the one that you mentioned, Minyasa is what it was
Yeah.
called. And then in the 96 or 97 when they had Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla, when they made a full Mecha Godzilla, that one also had an offspring of Godzilla who then, I think in Godzilla versus Destroyer, he was a little taller, but not as tall as his, as his I would say his mother or father or both when they're taking on
That
Destroyer.
could be the thing. Every time he so-called revolve, it's not really him. It's probably his offspring.
Well, that's
You know?
that's Mothra's storyline. Mothra, every time Mothra dies, they're resurrected, kind of like a phoenix, in the next clutch. So there's multiple clutches that exist in our universe, and also it lays its own clutches. So it literally kind of resurrects itself. So once
Right.
it dies, the soul moves to the next clutch.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
There is one
There's no-
that features two different Godzillas. And that one is another in the 2000s when they started with Godzilla 2000. They did a version of Mecha Godzilla. Now, the only reason I like this version because it was a cyborg more than it was total machine. It was a cyborg because they went to the original Godzilla from 45, the bones, where they found the bones, extracted DNA. I don't know how they did it, but they extracted DNA and then they used that to create, and then they put all the weaponized weapons and everything else, and they made it a cyborg.
What was that
That's the
Jurassic Park?
difference.
Life finds a way.
Life finds a way because
Yeah.
as soon as Godzilla
Oh no,
roared,
not that.
no,
not that line.
it's true.
It's true. No,
That
the line
scene.
I was thinking about is you were thinking about if you should, whether or not if you could.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
thinking if you could instead of if you should.
If you should, and they
That's
did.
exactly what was going on. They were like,
They
could
did.
we?
And the first time they met each other, it wasn't until the other Godzilla's crying out that one, its memories came back about its birth, the attack, and then his destruction. And then he went crazy and just started destroying Japan. It didn't even go after Godzilla. At first it was, but he was controlled. But then, like you said, life has a way, and they found a way to snap him, and then they fixed it.
Well, even that concept is crazy.
It is.
Yeah, which is
It
a
is.
kind. I'm cool with crazy Well, actually, technically, there is. So genetically,
No, behavior, but not memory.
There's a lot of scientists who fight that. They say that genetic memory is the reason behind a lot of like our fears or certain
that's
things
what
that
I
we
said.
were at. Yeah,
It's
but
genetic memory, not memory.
not
of your-
not exact
No,
memory,
that's
but
what
Not exact.
He couldn't have memory.
And
of
that
why I
is
was
yeah,
like, what?
that's sci-fi stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, but like even then,
It's called
plausible
genetic.
that maybe potentially they could fight Godzilla and potentially win. But again, still, like you're not gonna convince me that a giant monkey is
It's
gonna
gonna be
fighting a
atomic bomb gods.
creature.
Even in his fight with Godzilla, all he had with protection was the axe, which had one of the old Dagon, Godzilla ancestor Dagon, his dorsal fin, which absorbed the radiation that comes out of Khan. But otherwise, he tagged him once, and that I know that stung. He went down.
The anime of the Skull Island, when Khan was about to fight Godzilla in the cartoon, Godzilla said, "Come here in the water." Khan said, "Hell no." He know if he go in the water, he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no way.
But Godzilla has over land and
Yes.
water.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Khan only has so much, and that's another thing
He
too.
only can go up to what? Maybe 20 feet.
Yeah.
After that, you're done.
You're done. No, he
yeah,
was done.
and the
You know what I'm
writing
saying?
He
is
almost
very
drowned
weak.
in Godzilla
Yeah,
versus
I
Kong
remember.
because they were in the water and they fought on top of an aircraft carrier, which I said, damn, could they hold all that?
That was another thing,
No,
too.
not yeah. So the writing was really weak in that movie compared to the first two Godzilla films. And that's another thing. I was like, just keep doing Godzilla movies. They
But
could
they're
have kept
making
doing.
money.
They could have kept doing Kong movies, and I would have been fine with them separately. But when you bring those concepts together, and it was just a cash grab, and then again the idiot audience members who don't really care about that, they're just like, oh, this is a fun movie to watch. All right, cool, you go watch that. But for someone who I'm like a critical thinker, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, this is like the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen. And that's saying a lot that I literally can walk into a movie that I'm supposed to suspend disbelief, and I still cannot believe that this is possible.
But it's so funny that we're talking about a mystical thing that can never happen as it's happening. Like it's
Yeah,
happening,
exactly.
right?
Exactly.
But that's the thing. Like, I know it's
Like,
not
We
real.
can't believe that they gonna do this wrong like this. Could you believe that they don't even exist?
But yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I know they don't exist. Like, it's a theoretical conversation. But I'm not gonna sit here and have a theoretical conversation on apples and oranges. Like, that's not how this works. Like, you're not gonna tell me that an orange can stop a bullet. Potentially, but not the way you think it is. Like, no, like that's not.
I'm the one with the fun. I'm the one who's like I said before. After a while, I got tired
It's
of the fact.
fun.
I got tired of the fact that when it came to Marvel movies, they never followed, source material.
Right.
And even with those directors who are big fans of it, did not follow source material. But then I said, you know what? I'm gonna give up this whole thing about the source material
entertainment.
and watch. For entertainment purposes only.
Nah, he
Is this
does-
a good film? Is it a fun ride? Did it, meet the criteria to be entertained and enjoyed? Yes. As far as Godzilla vs. Kong, it was entertaining. Yeah, but the only thing different in this is that there was more human interaction than there are kaiju battles.
Right.
So it's like, as the 6-year-old who watched back in the old days, you got less of the human. You have so much more of the humans. And the same thing, they had a little less of the monsters, except for the one which is Destroy All Monsters, they had a more longer battle scene with about 6 or 7 or 8 monsters going against the aliens as well as King Ghidorah. So that was the one time I was like, yay, monsters are fighting. And then when they started talking, they said, shut the fuck up, I don't want to watch that. Oops, excuse me, but I gotta say that. Shut the F up. I want to watch the monsters. But it's entertaining at the best. At best, entertaining. I'm not gonna believe that because I
think
already
it's
know
as entertaining as going to take a bong rip and realizing you don't have water in it. Like, that's as entertaining as those movies are to me, which is not a lot.
if they're gonna
Okay.
do it right, I guess, right?
Yeah, like I will read anything, I will watch anything. I don't care what the concept is. It could be so out there that even like people be like, why would you watch that? I'm like, what? I don't care what the concept is. I want to see how this is delivered to me.
Right.
Was it delivered in a fun way? All right, cool. And whatever. There are times there when I'm just like, yeah, this should have never been
Yeah.
produced, published, put out there. Like, I don't care what people say. People be like, this is amazing. I'm like, yeah, this tells me that you have no thinking skills, or like, or you are the person who just like face value everything. Like, all right, that's fine.
I'm sorry,
but-
Lou, but I'm gonna say this part. It's like it was a good concept, poorly delivered, the acolytes, but it had key moments that were like entrance of a Sith coming from up above, slowly down. Ooh, nice. The whole Sith battle where he had a little blade and he was catching people in between with a little lightsaber blade. Like, oh, Plagueis was making an appearance, and you go, wait, what's gonna happen? And of course, the end credit when they showed Yoda, I'm like saying, ooh.
I still haven't
but
watched that
that's
show
it.
either. I need to.
Don't.
Yeah, there's
Don't.
some-
Like you
No, I
said,
have
don't
to.
do it to
First of all,
yourself.
I have to watch it because I want to see Manny Jacinto in it. My
Okay.
introduction to that whole series was just clips of him naked in the water, and I'm like, what is this? Like,
That was the one
what
thing
do
that
you
caught our
mean?
attention.
Hi, Star Wars. Where have you been all my life? But no,
There's always movies like that. Just that one little clip.
that just
would
makes
make
it. And you're like,
Yeah.
you know what? Let me go watch. I've seen shows for less. I've seen shows for clips of. There is a reason why I even found out about the Dead Dove Do Not Eat from, or even watched It's Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh.
It's Always Sunny. No, it was not. It's sorry,
Oh.
Park. What was the show that it was on? Not Parks and Rec. It was the other one. I can't think of the show right now. But yeah, like someone had commented on a fic. And it was like their tag. It said Dead Dove Do Not Eat. And I was like, what is this tag? I looked it up. And it was from a show where this guy walks into like a fridge and he opens the door and it's the brown plastic bag. And in the bag it says Dead Dove Do Not Eat. Arrested Development. That's what the show.
Arrested
and he
Development,
pulls
okay.
out the bag and he goes, looks inside. And it is literally a dead dove. And he's like, I don't know what I expected. It literally says on the bag, Dead Dove Do Not Eat. So that became a fandom tag and fan fiction of like, be here, be warned. There's weird shit in here, essentially. So that's that warning. I watched Arrested Development off of that. So like the whole series.
That's why when everybody's like, wow, this movie grossed 20 minutes, a top gross in a weekend. Doesn't mean
Why?
it's the best.
Exactly.
It just means that everybody went and
Yeah.
was like, what the hell?
There's a lot of movies that are so good that didn't make any money that
Oh,
were
yeah.
under the table. We
Yeah.
watched videos on that.
Yep.
So it's like,
movies are like that.
yeah, and
But
and
some of them that were so bad yet become cult classic.
exactly,
advertising.
yeah.
Well, not the advertising, the
people
followers.
watching it
Yeah.
after it came out on video, because that's also the thing. But back then is how cult classics came to be. It didn't make enough money because in the theaters it wasn't promoted enough. But then
Right.
when it came out on VHS, everyone was like, "Oh my God, what is this?" And they
One
were
of my
renting it.
one example.
Because
I
that's
bring-
how it was back then. I
One
remember
example that I have-
For
DVDs.
people that don't know,
I still
Right.
remember laser discs.
For
Dude.
people that don't know, in the top 10, and it was from Flick Connections. So John, you, the man, I'm gonna say that he came up with this list, and one of them on the list was The Thing.
I
John
think your list
Carpenter's
could have
The
been
Thing.
better. My
The-
dad likes to hype up people. I think your list could have been better.
It could have been better, but he pointed out one that I didn't know that was a box office flop. But I was like, yo, that was a good film. There was Kurt Russell, people still remember that. But they don't remember the prequel that happened in 2011, which dates back to the
Because
Skeets.
the prequel was booty, and I'll tell you that right now.
Since you bring up cassette and you're talking about movies that were flop in the movies
Yeah.
on VHS, Howard the Duck
That's another one, definitely.
flopped in the movie theater. But then when the video came out, everybody was talking about it.
Yeah, and he even had a special appearance in Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yep.
Volume 1, when the whole thing blew. There's Howard the Duck sitting there with his cigar,
He-
telling them,
What do you talk about? He popped up in What If? He was married to what's her face?
oh yeah.
The busty chick from Thor.
Yeah.
I forgot her name right now, but they were married in the one universe. They had a whole baby when they
Darkwing.
Yes. She's played by, what's her name, too?
Kat Dennings. Kat Dennings.
Kat.
But I forgot the name of the character. But she's from Thor, yeah.
Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck?
Made because of Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
So,
So what you think to be a flop is actually, as far as we're concerned, the people who actually sit their asses and pay for it, or like others, black market, or watch it when it comes to video, but things we're watching it. So there had to be some great appeal attached to it that it's still going. People are still watching it and enjoying it. So that's why they call them cult classics. They didn't do well in the theater.
Also, cult classics aren't always good movies. Movies that have either added to the pop culture annex, like memes or sayings and stuff like that. Like TikTok. Like there's tons of TikTok audio that I will hear. You have no clue where it's at. I know it's from an anime. I know it's from something. Yeah. There's a Yadichin audio going around, and Yadichin it's a anime BL. I say that very. It's borderline porn. That's making rounds right now. And the first time I saw it, I'm like, oh my god, people know where this is from. And they're just like, oh, dancing to it. And I'm like, yeah, like this pop culture annex. Like people, it's becoming a part of that. So people watch the movies to see those scenes or get the audio or see whatever. 9 out of 10 times, the movies aren't always that good. They just become cult classics because of the situation.
Before that, there used to be videos on Dragon Ball Z where they showed like Vegeta getting it on with Bulma. It's like you figure, how do these kids come about? And then you have Vegeta trying, getting it on with Bulma, but Goku interferes for some funny reason. And then they have Goku and Chi-Chi, and then they're trying to do some Chi-Chi, and then some Chi-Chi fail.
That's what is the genre called? It's called there's an actual term for it. I cannot think of it right now. But
I forgot it myself, but that was the beginnings, and then boom, here we are today to what she's reading right now. It's because it had a beginning somewhere. Always has a beginning somewhere, and then you never know. I remember seeing it. I'm like,
yeah, and then some movies are like, oh my god, it's so great, and then we will watch it. You're like, oh, shit.
This movie's so bad.
This much money and my time on this.
Yeah.
So on the last thing I want to bring up, and I didn't get to before because we were talking about Trek and we were talking about people coming in and everything else that followed. But tune in if you're a Trek fan between this week and I think or next week, Starfleet Academy premieres. Right now, from what I've seen as far as trailers are concerned, it looks good. But again, the proof is in the pudding once you watch it, and I think it's going to be successful. But I'm looking forward to see what else. Because right now, in about the 2 years that come in, there'll be 2 seasons of Starfleet Academy. By that time, Strange New Worlds will have moved on or moved on into something else. A continuation, as we said on our last show. Hopefully, a continuation as far as I'm concerned, because they need to keep the Trek alive and going, because there was 10 years of drought with the exception of the Generations, films coming out. But then after, J.J. Abrams, there was some, and after, there was some interest in it because it didn't make money, with the exception of the 4th one, which they keep talking to Day's End, if they're going to bring it or not bring it.
They should, I think.
I believe they should. We both believe it.
I have a whole storyline that I think that they would play out so well.
So, but again, it's all going to boil down to money or whatever. But I've heard that money is no object. It's just the people involved that are, stopping it from happening. So I hope it does. But I hope that when Strange New Worlds run does end, that Starfleet Academy is not the only thing that's out there. That should be. I know there's some other concepts in the works. And hopefully it'll go forward with it. But keep an eye out for it. Check it out. I mean, it's a definitely good concept where Starship is the Academy. That much I could say. The Starship that they're on is the Academy itself, and they get real-world experience by going on missions on the ship itself. Because remember, they're there to rebuild the Federation. Thanks to Discovery.
Yeah, spoiler alert, if you don't know what's happening, this show takes place after a situation called the Burn, where literally like 80% of, not just the Federation, almost 90% of like the universe was destroyed. So this is now them recreating the Federation, allies, all that stuff coming together and whatnot. So like, I'm not trying to, I don't know if it's going to be successful. I don't know if there's going to be good parts of it. I'm curious about certain things, like the Jem'Hadar, how they have that character in there. They have Paul Giamatti's character is a half Tellarite, half Klingon or something like that. So it's like, for me, those concepts, really cool. I like those ideas. I can't see where the storyline will go because I have no real clue. But they've got a lot of good actors in it, so I'm not. Let's see.
I definitely will say, let's see. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for joining us again on another episode of Nerdy Weekends. We look forward to you on the next time we come up with some more craziness and more on the edge seat of how we're going to get ourselves canceled one way or the other. So, I'm Enjoyable Mo, saying live long and prosper.
Welcome to the zone where geeks collide, where comics and heroes come alive. Marvel, DC, Starfleet in the mix. Lightsabers flash, we're nerding out quick.